You're listening to Factual Opinions with your hosts, Brian McCormick and Brian Kropp.
Welcome back in Factual Opinion Time.
It's good to be back.
We've been gone for a week. We hope you guys enjoyed your spring break. Hopefully you're listening to this not from prison. We don't want to say what happened to us, but I may be a felon in the state of Florida.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later. Alleged felon.
Yeah.
Fun week, though. Brian, you want to maybe mention what you did? I know we made some predictions about it. Give us a quick recap.
Long story short, I did my taxes.
Okay.
I got them done probably before most people our age do it.
That's
so
pretty
I'm
good.
pretty proud of that. And played with my dog a little bit. Cooper. He's a Shih Tzu. Good dog.
Yeah. Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Cooper.
Hi, Cooper.
Hey, thanks for joining us.
But that's pretty much what I did.
That's fun. Yeah. So I went to Florida. And like I mentioned, alleged felony. I'll get to that. Apparently in the state of Florida, throwing corn dogs and chicken nuggets off of a fifth floor balcony could get you in some legal trouble. I didn't know that. Brett Harper, Nick Seaworth, Isaac Waldley also involved in that. They threw me under the bus, so I'm going to throw them under the bus here. So if you go to Florida, don't throw corn dogs off of a balcony, especially at a resort that has a bunch of old people, because they're just going to complain about it.
Yeah.
But nothing happened. We left town before they could arrest
Maybe
us.
the old people can learn to have a little fun.
Yeah, I mean, we're basically giving them free food. Like, enjoy life.
Yeah.
You don't have very much time left. Yeah, so we got a special episode today. It's not going to be how we usually do it. No power rankings, no bold predictions or anything. Well, kind of bold predictions. The whole show is basically bold predictions. We're going to go over our March Madness brackets. We actually brought in a special guest who has come up with his own way of picking teams, and we used his method to do ours. So without further ado, let's introduce. Do you want to introduce him?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm waiting for Jake to pull out the cue card. Oh, there it is.
It's on the prompter.
Jeremy Tribolet.
Jeremy Tribolet. Welcome to the show, Jeremy.
Welcome on, Jeremy.
Thanks, dudes. So today we're going to go through our brackets we picked out, recently released. But first, may I point out March Madness started today. It snowed.
Yeah, it did.
In March. That's crazy. But we filled out our brackets, and actually we did that according to which colleges sent us the coolest stuff in the mail.
Yeah.
So me and some of my roommates have spent the last probably close to maybe 2 months now emailing colleges and telling them we're interested in them and asking them for t-shirts or other memorabilia. And we've gotten a lot of different things back in the mail: pennants, stickers, pins, t-shirts, if we're lucky.
Yeah.
So that's how we actually picked our choices in our brackets.
Very scientific. I'm not sure why this hasn't been thought of by Joe Lunardi or any of those guys over at ESPN. But yeah, without further ado, we're going to go through our first round games first. We'll have Jeremy do his. We'll do region by region. So if you want to go ahead and start off with your East region, your first round matchups.
All right. So by coin flip, I have Villanova. I have Virginia Tech with a packet of information. UNCW moved on because they sent a pennant. UTSA and SMU and Baylor, actually all by coin flip. I have Marquette by virtue of rejection, and Duke by coin flip.
Okay. So yeah, let's go through our list now. We have Villanova once again by coin flip. Also, they were the number one overall seed, so we didn't want to have them lose first round. We had Wisconsin because they emailed me back. Nothing sent, but they
That's
replied.
very nice of them.
Yeah, to take the time out of the day.
care.
UNC Wilmington, I also got a pennant. Not a huge one. It's actually up there in our studio. Florida by coin flip, and because I like them better. SMU, coin flip. Baylor, I think Baylor emailed me back. Not sure. South Carolina sent something. Nothing good. And then Duke basically told me to F off and visit their campus bookstore, so I had them losing. So Troy moving on there. Not a huge fan of that. A lot of the colleges reply saying, due to the high demands of emails, we can't send you stuff. And that just basically means they're poor. So don't be fooled by that if you decide to do this.
Maybe up tuition a little so you can send us stuff.
Yeah, your bookstore's not that great. Don't send me a link to that.
Just a thought.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Which region you want to do next, Jeremy?
We'll go ahead then with the next one.
Okay. The West?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Gonzaga actually did not answer, so in a surprise upset, I have South Dakota moving on. It was the first ever 16 seed to be the 1 seed.
Wow.
At least they take the time to answer me. Likewise, I have Northwestern with an answered email. Moving on, as Vanderbilt actually did not answer. I have Princeton advancing. They informed me that they do not have a transfer program, so I need to look elsewhere. West Virginia University.
Those
with
nerds. How dare
a
they?
large pennant,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, so that was cool.
So they
Nice
moved
pennant.
on. I picked Xavier to move on because of Tori Doss. Shout out to Ryan Walker.
Yeah, Ryan Walker. We'll have him on the show in a little bit.
Yep, I
Stay
can't
tuned.
wait. He's my favorite. Then I have Florida State by virtue of answering, and because FGCU said they would send a pennant, and they in fact did not.
Wow.
No one likes liars.
Maybe the male people lost it.
Yeah.
Did you ever
Probably
think of that?
not. I have VCU moving on. They actually sent a full-size pennant.
Yeah,
It's
it was in a
large
weird
and-
container, like a tube.
Yep, very nice. And then I have North Dakota moving on.
Wow, upset there, 15.
Yeah, take that, Arizona.
Yeah, so we'll go through ours. I actually got a package and a business card from Gonzaga. I got the business card right here in my wallet somewhere. So Gonzaga winning that matchup. We had Northwestern winning because neither
Right.
responded. Princeton because Notre Dame, basically told me the same thing as Duke. They basically told me to visit a bookstore. So negative points for Notre Dame. West Virginia they didn't send me a pennant, so you got lucky, but they did send me a packet. They have some cool mountains on their packet. We have Xavier again because of Tori. Shout out to Tori Doss.
Mm-hmm.
I got Florida Gulf Coast because I despise Florida State. I actually didn't email them because I hate them so much, but I was thinking about doing it just to burn their stuff. But I decided not to. VCU, they sent me a packet. No pennant though. You got lucky there. But they sent me a packet. And then North Dakota. So once again, another 15-12 or 15/2 upset. Let's move on to the Midwest, where Kansas is the 1 seed. Jeremy, you want to go ahead and take us through your list?
Yeah, so I actually picked NC/UD going with Dayton over them. They replied to an email. Kansas did not.
I'm not sure it's Dayton. I think
Yeah,
it's
it's not dating.
Delaware.
That's what I said. Delaware
Yeah.
replied to my email.
Oh, we'll cut that.
Yeah,
part.
we'll cut that out. Jay, go ahead and cut
Alright.
that out.
Yep,
If
get
it's
it.
gone.
I don't make mistakes. Michigan State, they got a sick poster. I chose Nevada
Was
over
it for their
Iowa
health
State. It actually was.
Sick. Get it?
No.
But Nevada, I don't know why I picked them though. They promised memorabilia, and when in fact their memorabilia was just paper. That's stupid. I picked Purdue because of Ray Schaff, boiler up. Vermont didn't send anything, so who cares? I picked the URI. They actually emailed back, and I think I have a T-shirt on the way. And shout out to the smallest state, small needs represented too.
I've
Yeah,
heard
there you
size doesn't matter
I guess not.
state-wise.
Yeah, of course. Iona over Oregon. Oregon, basically, Nike is their campus, and they still couldn't send anything. That's cheap.
Yeah, Nike.
They just can't afford it.
Yeah.
I had to
poor.
go against Michigan. Hate Michigan, so
That's
we
fair.
went with OK State. They're just okay.
hmm
And then I picked Jacksonville State because I don't like Colby Vaughn. Louisville lost.
Okay, very good. Let's go through ours. I picked Kansas because they sent me some information. And I think a pen.
Wow.
I think
bold.
Michigan State, I got a poster too, so that was pretty cool. Nevada sent me a packet, but nothing good.
Didn't Colin Kaepernick go to Nevada?
I'm not sure who that
I think
is.
He did.
Who's
I
that?
would've picked
Did they
against
send
him
you an
if I knew
American
that.
flag?
No, they didn't.
I wonder why.
They
That's
actually
okay.
sent you a picture of a man kneeling.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
didn't get it.
But Nevada moves on from the first round. Purdue sent me a pennant. It's right up there in the
Wow.
studio. Pretty cool. It's actually
That's a legit one.
one of the bigger ones we got.
I like it.
It's got a train on it
I like
for
it.
those who can't see.
Not a huge Purdue
though,
fan,
What is a boiler?
but I like Caleb Swanigan. I'm not sure.
I think it's just someone who does drugs.
There's a train on
I
there.
have a boil on my foot.
Okay.
Maybe I can go
Ooh.
too
We'll
on
cut that.
Yeah,
scholarship.
yeah, we'll cut that out.
Oh, that's gross. You're right.
Moving on, we got Creighton. They sent me a packet. Nothing good though.
Mm.
Oregon, based on coin flip, basically. Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
Don't know if they responded. Oh no, Michigan sent me something.
Yeah.
Not
Probably
sure what it
nothing
was.
Good. Probably
No.
a bomb.
Probably a cease and desist letter.
Yeah, Louisville actually sent me one of those phone back cases, like you stick it on.
Really?
Pretty cool.
I want one.
I did give it to Colby though.
He likes it.
Yeah. Shout out to Colby Vaughn.
Yep.
Yeah. So there you go. Moving on, let's go to the South region, where North Carolina is the number 1 seed. So go ahead, Jeremy.
All right. Well, I did not email North Carolina. Being a Duke fan, I hate them. But I did email Texas Southern, and they are yet to answer. So, by virtue of receiving my email, Texas Southern moving on.
Yeah.
So that makes 3 out of 4 number 1 seeds going down. we have Seton Hall over Arkansas. They sent information. Minnesota with a very nice poster.
Yeah.
Thank you, Minnesota. I do have Winthrop moving on with a shirt in transit, so that is on its way. Cincinnati did not answer, and I heard it's kind of sketchy down there on campus. And I had a strong rejection from Wake Forest, so I actually chose them to move on. Also over Kansas State in that round 1 game. And LeVar Ball is an idiot.
Yeah.
So Kent State moving on over UCLA. Surprise. Yeah. Surprise. Yeah. So we went Wichita State over Dayton, actually, because they answered. And Dayton's a Catholic university, enough said. And then Northern Kentucky also with a shirt in transit. And P.S. What is a Norse?
I think
some sort of Viking.
I think it's a Viking.
Is it?
I think so.
Right. I thought maybe it was a Northern.
I think their
Kentucky
logo is a Viking
horse.
helmet or something.
Yeah.
So using context clues.
We'll figure it out. Maybe ask Taylor Persons.
Yeah.
We'll ask him. Let's go to our list in the South. I did email North Carolina. They responded to me, but didn't send anything. So we'll have them moving on, at least for now. Seton Hall coming in clutch last minute. I think our idea for the show got leaked because they sent me something in the mail about 3 hours ago. I got it. It was a nice pennant.
Wow.
So we actually had them losing to Arkansas because Arkansas sent a package. But last minute gift, we're going to have Seton Hall moving on.
So they hit the buzzer beater.
Yeah.
They did.
Win.
Yeah, the buzzer beater.
Buzzer beaters.
Yeah,
they're-
shebang.
They thought the game was over, but there was actually 0.2 of a second left, and they hit the shot. Crazy there. Minnesota with a poster also, so we have them moving on. Winthrop, you mentioned you have a T-shirt coming. I actually got a T-shirt already. Butler sent a poster too, so that was a hard matchup, but the T-shirt beats the poster.
It
Butler
does.
actually pointed out that I have a Ball State email address
Oh,
and told me to get lost, so there's no way they're moving on.
maybe you should pick a
Maybe
new
it's
email.
time for Gmail.
I have one.
Yeah. I'm surprised not any other schools figure that out. But yeah, let's move on. I've actually got Kansas State winning over Wake Forest and then beating Cincinnati. I got a K-State poster. It's not a very cool poster, but it is something. So we'll be moving on for now. And then Kent State. I didn't actually email them. I didn't email any other MAC schools, but I hate LeVar Ball.
Yep.
I feel bad for LaMelo because I feel like LaMelo is kind of a nice guy, but his
Feel bad
dad.
for all of his kids.
His dad, I think the little one is kind of a entitled little brat, but I think LaMelo is pretty cool. But I got Kent State winning. Maction. #Maction. Moving on. And then we have Dayton moving on.
Wow.
Neither of them responded, but Dayton's closer geographically. And then Northern Kentucky. And I've actually got a shirt from them. It says, "Go Norse," like 4 times on it. A little redundant, but it's better than that. And
It's
Kentucky
probably just a
sucks.
screen printing issue.
Yeah,
I've
Kentucky
actually heard
sucks.
that Norse is actually a naked horse, so moving on.
Wow. So we actually have a special treat for you guys today. We're actually going to get double expert advice. We're going to give Ryan Walker 2 calls. The first one, we're going to ask him for some early round upsets. And then we'll get to the second call when it gets there. So let's go ahead and we'll try to get him on the line real quick.
For those of you that don't know, Ryan Walker is my identical twin.
He is.
Same last name.
Hello.
Hey Ryan, how's it going?
Hi, Ryan.
What's up, man?
Hey, you're on the show with Ryan, Jeremy, and Brian. Doing a little March Madness picks today.
Why did I go last in that?
All right.
Alphabetically.
Let's go.
Yeah, so we're actually going to have you pick 2 things today. We're going to do one at a time. The first one we're going to have you do is any first round upsets. And we're going to consider upsets anything 11 or lower. So 10s over 7s, we're not going to consider 9s over 8s, no. So any 11 through 16s, any upsets there.
Okay, am I allowed to, am I supposed to pick one or pick multiple?
As many as you want.
Okay,
But not more
I'm
than
going to
4.
start off first in the Midwest bracket
Wow.
with the Rhode Island over Creighton.
Wow. Yeah, that's a popular one.
Yeah.
Hurley's got a good team out there in Rhode Island. I think they're going to win. And first round, let me double check. I'm looking at my bracket right now.
He's prepared.
Wow.
Say it again. What are the numbers? The higher I can't.
Any double-digit number except for 10.
I also have Wichita State beating Dayton.
Oh, that's
I
a
guess
10
we
now.
can go with
Yeah,
10.
we'll go with that.
Oh.
No,
my
you're
bad.
good. You're good.
That's okay.
Dayton's Catholics, they don't know how to ball.
And I thought we got one.
Maybe Northern Kentucky.
Well, I have, Northern Kentucky. Shout out to Cole Murray and
Don't know that.
also Middle Tennessee over Minnesota.
Oh,
Wow.
that's a good pick. I like that.
If you rank them by stats, they're a top 10 team in the nation. So
Yeah. And stats win games. We all know that.
yeah.
And here we go. Speaking of upsets, let's say that we wanted to put like $500 on a number 16 seed, just theoretically. Which number 16 seed do you think has the best chance of pulling an upset here? We know it's never been done, but Northwestern has never made the tournament. So yeah, go ahead.
I'd have to go with Texas Southern. They beat Kentucky years ago.
TSU.
Glory Road, great movie. I'm going with Texas Southern.
Well, that's actually Texas Western, but good try. But yeah, over North Carolina, good pick there. Interesting fact that when Northwestern is in the tournament, the 16 seed has never lost a game. So people forget that. And Northwestern's in this year. So look out for some 16s pulling some upsets.
Quick, Ryan.
That's a great point. That's a fact.
That is a fact.
It's 11:11. So before you go, could you make one wish for us?
Yeah, make a
please?
wish.
11.
Tournament prediction or tournament wish.
I'm hoping the Blue Devils can go all the way.
All right.
Which Blue Devils?
The Duke Blue Devils.
Okay,
I think about the St. Louis Blues.
I didn't
We'll
know
cut
if
that
you
out.
meant the South Dakota Blue Devils or Duke, but
we'll cut that out.
Duke's probably more likely.
Okay, well, stay there. We're gonna give you another call in a few minutes to get some Final Four picks. But thanks for tuning in.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Don't
Okay.
change your number.
Love you.
Okay, so let's get ready for some second round picks. We got Ryan Walker there.
Wow.
Jeremy, do you want to go ahead and start us off with your South region, or excuse me, let's go with the East again. We got
Alrighty.
Villanova up there.
Yep.
And-
Villanova loses.
Ooh.
Virginia Tech. ACC's tough, man, but they
Yeah.
take them down because
Okay.
they answer emails.
Wow.
We have UNCW over the coin flipped ETSU once again with the pennant.
12-13 matchup right there.
Yep. SMU with the upset over Baylor, coin flip. And then we have Duke with a reply, a nicer reply
Yeah.
over a Marquette hard rejection.
Okay. We've got Wisconsin over Villanova. Wisconsin replying, Villanova not. Wilmington over Florida. As much as I hate it, they did send a pennant. Florida didn't respond. Baylor over SMU because they sent a packet. And then South Carolina over Troy because I clicked on their team. So that's
Yeah.
good hard evidence right there. Let's go ahead and go to the West.
Alrighty. So I actually have South Dakota once again moving on against Northwestern.
Wow.
They're very polite. We have West Virginia with the pennant over Princeton. We have Florida State taking down Tori Doss. She doesn't get too far 'cause she's like 5 foot tall. That's easy to block.
Yeah.
And then we have North Dakota with the long sleeve T-shirt, Kelly Green.
Wow.
Over VCU.
Wow, good prediction there. We've got Gonzaga winning. Once again, that business card coming in clutch. We'll have to find that. Give the guy an email. Let him know that he's doing his team some good.
Yeah.
Then we got West Virginia over Princeton. Sorry, nerds. You guys won one game.
Sorry.
But, sorry. We'll
They
cut that
have,
out.
they have homework to do.
Yeah, that's okay. One game's enough. Then you gotta get back to the library. We got FGCU over Xavier. Yeah, sorry, Tori. Maybe grows a few inches. If you actually look at the picture of Ryan Walker that we put up, Tori's in that picture, but she's so
Yeah.
short it cut her
It's
off.
kind of like a hidden message.
You can
and,
see the very
shows-
top of her hair if you look
If
closely.
she would have combed it better, she'd be completely added.
Yeah, exactly. And then we got North Dakota
She's kicking herself. for that.
beating VCU. North Dakota also with a T-shirt in the mail.
Yeah.
So shout out to them. Let's go to the Midwest now. How you got there?
All right. Well, we got Michigan State over the random NC or UD with the poster. We have Nevada. Once again, I'm not sure why I picked the Liars to move on, but Purdue actually didn't send me anything. So there's that. We got URI with the shirt in transit over Iona. And then we have OK State because they're playing OK.
Yeah, that's good reasoning there.
Yeah.
We've got Michigan State winning. They sent the poster,
Yeah.
so coming in clutch there. Purdue with the pennant.
Mhm.
So a little Big Ten matchup there coming up in the Elite Eight eventually, or 3-16. Excuse me. We got Oregon over Creighton because I like Nike, and then Louisville over Michigan because of the phone back case. Let's go ahead and wrap it up with the South here, Jeremy.
Alrighty, well, we have Seton Hall moving on. with that pennant today. We have Winthrop over Minnesota. Shirt trumps poster. Speaking of Trump, we don't want to get into politics.
Yeah, we'll cut that out.
Yeah.
All right, good.
No, didn't
We
even
have
say.
Wake over Kent State with a reply. And then we have Northern Kentucky. Them good old Norses, you can't get rid of them.
Yeah, you can.
Naked horses.
Yep. Go
Or,
naked
or
horses.
Vikings.
Yeah, whatever.
We'll figure that out.
Naked Vikings on horses.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Interesting.
We've got Seton Hall over North Carolina. Once again, that last second shot coming in clutch again. We have Winthrop over Minnesota. Winthrop with the T-shirt over the poster. Winthrop, I think, probably has the hardest road to the Final Four. They've taken out 2 posters so far, and then they got a matchup with a pennant in the next round. So we'll see how that goes. But pretty hard matchups so far.
They were a
But
T-shirt, right?
they're surviving. Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
And then we got Kansas State with the poster over Kent State. Sorry, Maction. Not this year. And then the Norses with the T-shirt. So, yeah, let's go ahead and move on. My favorite round, the Sweet 16, just because it sounds cool. Let's go back to the East and let's hear your picks, Jeremy.
Alrighty, I actually believe that we're in the Elite 8 now.
Oh, that's where you're wrong. The winners of this go to the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Sweet 16.
That's okay. We'll cut that
Oh,
out.
we have our Sweet 16 together.
Yeah,
But I have UNCW moving on to the Elite 8, pennant-wise.
there you go.
In a surprise, we have SMU over Duke. That would never happen.
Yeah,
But the coin flip said so. I guess quarters never lie.
that's fair.
Um,
Yeah, we had UNC Wilmington also. The pennant coming in strong. Not the best thing, but it's solid. It's definitely something that'll get you to the Sweet 16 every time. We'll see how they go from there. And we got Baylor, also in coin flip.
wow,
So, yeah.
okay.
Let's go down to the West now.
Yep. Speaking of West, we have West Virginia.
Oh,
I see what I did there.
that's good. Good
We
transition.
got a pennant up on the wall in my room. I often stare at it and fall asleep.
Yeah, speaking of West Virginia, my favorite direction is north. So go ahead and...
Okay. So we're going to move on with North Dakota.
Oh, good setup there.
Yep. So long sleeve shirt, man. It snowed today. That kept my arms warm.
It did. We got Gonzaga, so we have a number 1 in the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
Wow.
They sent some stuff, as previously mentioned. And then North Carolina. And I believe this would be the first ever 115 matchup in the Elite Eight. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's right. Let's go to the Midwest now. Jeremy, who you got there?
Yeah, so Michigan State with the posterizing dunk over Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
And then we
I like
have
that.
URI once again with the shirt on the way. I guess
Rhode Island.
OK State's OK play was not enough.
Oh,
Ooh.
he's like a rapper there. We've got...
Or a poet.
Oh, I like that. We've got Purdue's pennant over Michigan State's poster. Now, I feel like with the poster and the pennant, it could go either way. But I'm picking
Yeah.
this pennant over the poster.
I think pennant shows more thought than
It
just
does.
poster.
I think a good poster beats an average pennant.
Yeah.
But-
I think, I don't know, if it's a super colorful poster, maybe has some of the players on it.
Yeah, then it probably
then-
wins.
Yeah.
But I'm going to pick the pennant here. So Purdue going on, and they're going to face Louisville. I think Louisville has a pretty easy road to the Elite Eight in real basketball and also in this. So Louisville's going to move on. And let's go ahead and finish up the Sweet 16. Jeremy, go ahead with your South picks.
Yes, so we have Winthrop over Seton Hall. I guess they bricked the buzzer beater this time.
Wow, yeah.
T-shirt over pennant. And we have Northern Kentucky, man. You just cannot clothe them horses.
No.
Beating Wake here.
It's probably because they keep sending us shirts that they are naked horses. Yeah, so we've got also...
I'd settle for a picture of him. No, wait, no, cut that part.
Yeah, we'll cut that out. We've also got Winthrop and Northern Kentucky there. So a nice 13-15 matchup. Not something you see every day, but every couple years you'll see it. A couple T-shirts. Once again, Winthrop with another hard matchup over Seton Hall's pennant. So now it's Elite Eight time. Jeremy, go ahead and give us all your picks from this point out on this
Alright.
round.
Yes, so we have UNCW. So in a rare occasion, a pennant actually got them to the Final Four.
Yeah, kind
So
of like Kansas with an easy path there.
they're moving along. And we have North Dakota, long sleeve, Kelly Green. We've been over this.
Yeah.
Beats the pennant. That puts me to sleep. Michigan State, almost unheard of. I'm not sure why I have them moving on. So we're going to cut that and go with Rhode Island with
There
the
you go.
poster in transit. So they better get it. And then actually, this is me imagining what the shirts look like when they come in, because Winthrop and Northern Kentucky are both on the way. But
I'll give you this.
Not get rid of the Norses.
I'll give you this. The shirt I got from Winthrop is long sleeve. So if that changes your opinion. Just saying.
It did snow today.
It did. But you already have another long sleeve shirt in the Final Four, so if you want to mix it up, you can stick with your pick if you want.
I will.
You're going to stick with the Norses. We've got UNC Wilmington also with a pennant. Once again, kind of an easy bracket for them.
They got little fringy things hanging on.
And then North Dakota also. So we're 2 for 2 there. We actually have Purdue, though. The pennant makes it kind of an easy path, too. So 2 pennants so far. And then we've got Winthrop over Northern Kentucky. I'm a fan of the long sleeve shirt. Brian, you know that. Long sleeve shirt and shorts.
Oh,
that's the way to go. You've probably seen me wear the Winthrop shirt a couple times already. Not the coolest shirt, but it's different, which I like about it. So we've got Wilmington, North Dakota, Purdue, and Winthrop. And we're going to actually give Ryan Walker another call.
Wow.
Like I mentioned, a double expert opinion here. We're going to give him a call, get his Final Four picks. So we'll see if any of his match up with ours.
Look for the hair in that picture.
Yep.
I imagine they'll be the same.
Oh, there it is right there. Oh, not yet. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, boys.
Okay, Ryan, it's Final Four time. Jeremy, do you want to go through your Final Four for Ryan real quick?
Yeah, so our Final Four here on the show is a variation including UNC Wilmington.
Yeah.
They sent a pennant in the mail. North Dakota, they sent us a long sleeve T-shirt, so we aren't bare-chested. No one wants to see that. Michigan State with a poster, and then we have the Northern Kentucky Norses with a T-shirt on the way.
There you go. Over here we've got Wilmington again, UNC Wilmington. North Dakota, just like Jeremy. A surprise here, a team very close to your home and your heart, Purdue Boilermakers with a nice pennant. And then we've got Winthrop. So, based on your expert opinion, who do you have in your Final Four this year?
Well, that's a bold predicament there. In the East bracket, I decided to not go with the number 12 UNC Wilmington.
Okay.
I went with the number 6 SMU.
Wow.
Ooh.
Ouch.
So you're picking them over Duke, even though you want Duke to win.
Oh, terrible, man.
I have them upsetting them late. You never know.
Yeah.
Wishful thinking. In the West bracket, I have Arizona winning.
Predictable.
Oh.
In the Midwest bracket, I did also choose the Purdue Boilermakers.
I feel like it's a hometown pick right there.
Hometown pick.
That's all right.
Yeah.
And then in the South bracket, I picked UCLA.
Okay.
UCLA.
Question for you. Are you a fan of LeVar Ball?
Not so much. I think he just needs to let his son play.
There you go.
And it work out.
That's why he's the expert. Thank you, Ryan, for spending double time with us today on the show.
Yeah, ugly.
I appreciate it. Always happy to be on the show.
Yeah, good luck with your picks. Kind of interesting there, but we appreciate it. So thank you. We'll see you next week.
See you guys.
Bye.
Okay, so we've got our Final Four picks in. We're going to go ahead and wrap the show up real quick with our championship predictions. So, Jeremy, who do you have in your championship here?
So my championship game consists of North Dakota.
Okay.
And them Norses, man.
Okay, the Norses.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Jeff Mearns.
Yeah.
He's there for a few more months until Ball State steals him. We've got North Dakota also, the long sleeve Kelly Green shirt, and then Winthrop. So the T-shirts are going to beat the pennants both times, not surprising, especially the long sleeve tees. So Winthrop versus North Dakota. Just your classic 13-15 national championship pick.
Happens all the time.
Yeah.
I think back in the 1700s.
1779 was the last year.
Yep.
Right after the Revolutionary War.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The English blew a 3-1 lead that year.
Yeah.
So.
A little history lesson.
Yeah, there you go. And then, Jeremy, who is your national champion with the score?
So, and actually a surprise guest appearance, I have the Ball State Cardinals winning this year.
Oh, wow.
That's bold.
Yeah.
Because what's a greater gift than $100,000 in expenses? So I have them winning by a score of 100,000 to 0.
I think people forget the rule.
Their gift was so good it just took them right to the championship.
There is a rule that if two teams of double digits make the finals, one of them can pick another team to sub out. and play for them. So, who do you have Ball State beating?
I have them beating North Dakota because we all
okay.
know that naked horses do not lose.
So the Naked Horses are going to pick Ball State to play for them.
Naked Horse gets shy on the national stage.
Yeah, there you go. A couple connections there. Taylor Persons and Jeff Mearns, both Northern Kentucky guys. We're happy to have them both over here in Cardinal Country. We've actually got Winthrop beating out North Dakota by a score of 69-69.
Nice.
And now, for a second there, you're thinking that's a tie game. But, as we all know, or maybe you don't know, the NCAA came out with a new rule a couple years ago that if 2 double-digit seeds make the national championship game, that if it ends in a tie, they will go to tiebreaker, which is a free throw contest.
I think I just came up with a good tiebreaker idea.
Yeah,
I
what is it?
Email it to the league. Both teams get on the buses
Mm-hmm.
and they race to the nearest Fazoli's.
Oh,
And they try and convince the manager there to let them get the $5 lunch deal, even though it's in the late evening, night.
so whichever team is able to get it.
You get 2 entrees and a drink for $5
Dang, that's a
from
good deal.
Fazoli's and free breadsticks, of course. And then
Wow.
whichever team convinces them and gets it and finishes first.
Does
they
the
win-
amount of
they
breadsticks
win.
you eat and
No,
count?
I mean, that's just kind of an add-on.
Okay. So you got Winthrop with more Fazoli's.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Well, that's all the time we have. Thank you for sticking around. This has been our longest episode so far,
Yeah,
but it's March Madness, so we get to go a little bit longer. Tune in this Friday. We will make our WNIT picks. The bracket just came out last night, so we'll have to do some research on it and make our picks for the WNIT. So thank you very much for tuning in.
It's a March Madness, man.